So like, I don't know much about dance, but from what I know, like usually dancers only can do it for a limited time. So how do you feel about the fact that your career as a dancer, you have it at the back of your mind that it's more in your youth, like in your prime, and if you could do it for a longer time, would you?
If you're a dancer, you do it because you love it. Because if you don't love it, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Because I mean, there's so much sacrifice, and at the end of the day, you know, it's only gonna be like what, 10, 20 years, and then you could either be a choreographer or a director or a producer, or you know, set your own business, your dance school, be a teacher. There's a lot of things you can do that people, I think, at the beginning don't realize. But
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new here. This is the third episode of the platform, and I'm joined today with
Joanna.
Okay, so Joanna, do you want to just give them a brief introduction to like what you do, what you study, and just intro to yourself?
So I just graduated from Dance University in London, and I'm basically a professional dancer. I also do a bit of acting and singing.
Ooh, I didn't know you did acting and singing.
Yeah, girl.
Should we tell them how we met quickly? Like,
yeah.
That's how well, I went to Beads and we met like in school.
In boarding school, yeah.
And this is actually the first time I've seen her school like since 4 years ago, which is crazy.
I know, it's crazy. It's been too long.
I know, it actually has. Let's go straight into like the dance question. So Joanna, at what age did you start dancing, and like where were you in that time, like country-wise and stuff? Yeah.
Because I'm from Barcelona, I was obviously there when I was 8, I think I started dancing, but I only did like once a week, like 1 hour of ballet, that's all.
Yeah. And what made you like want to get into dancing?
Well, I was always literally going around the house like dancing and just doing stupid shit. And my parents were like, you know what, I think she needs dance class.
And also, you know, obviously the past year we've had like COVID and stuff, and like how would you say COVID has actually affected your career as a dancer or your studies or anything relating to dance?
I've actually been quite lucky because I was still in uni when the whole COVID happened, so I would still be able to like get classes, you know, like even from home. Like we had a full timetable and we had classes every day, so I think it was okay for us. Obviously having classes at home is so much more harder than the studio, as you know, I mean, for obvious reasons, like if you lived in a small space that you basically couldn't do much, but I mean, it was still fine, like compared to the people that were actually working, and suddenly you don't have a job, you don't have anything. So,
and also now, obviously now that you're done with uni, how has is this still affecting like the dance career, like because obviously now we're done with lockdowns and stuff, but is there still any effects from it, like now that you're like job hunting with the dance?
I would say there's obviously not many jobs at all because of COVID. Things are now starting to open up, you know. There's more jobs available, but there's still a long way to go, you know. So it's harder to get jobs, obviously.
And also, like, so far that you've been dancing, what would you say has been like your biggest achievement, or what have you been the most proud of, if you know?
Well, on my last year of uni, I had a really good year because all my exams went amazing. Also, we had a show at the end of the year, and I got in all the, because you had to audition for it, and I got in all the, you know, dances that I wanted to be in, and I had to work. Well, I could work with like all these choreographers. And I loved that, and also I got an agent.
Nice.
Which is great, and it's a great agent, so I'm really happy about that, and I'm really proud I actually got it. And I got it first, which is a big achievement, you know.
That's amazing. Well done. And also, you know, are there any myths that people talk about attached to dancers that you would like to talk about, or like say that it's true or not? For example, like just what they say about the lifestyles of dancers, like how, I don't know if a lot of dancers like have a strict diet and a strict fitness life, or like is there any myths attached to dancing that you wanna?
Well, I feel like a lot of people think that when they look at ballet dancers, because obviously their physique is normally very like slim and skinny, but I'm not in that department. Like I'm not a ballet dancer. Like I do hip hop, I do jazz, I do tap, I do singing, you know. And there's literally people with all like different body types. Even like, you know, nowadays even more. So honestly, I would say yes, we do have to keep fit because it's our nature. Like if we go to an audition, you have to be fit. You have to be able to, you know, kick your leg. You have to be able to do that. So you go to classes every day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But as in nutrition and that, they teach us in uni, dance college, like, oh, this is healthy, this is not healthy. Like, but they don't tell us like you need to eat this, you need to eat that. You know, everyone has their own life choices and. I mean, I try to take care of myself because I know at the end of the day, some of the auditions, you know, they might want like a slimmer person, which is, you know, sometimes it's a bit unfair, but it is what it is.
And also, like, I don't know much about dance, but from what I know, like, usually dancers only can do it for a limited time. So obviously when you're older, you might be a coach or stop. Like, how do you feel about the fact that your career as a dancer, you have it at the back of your mind that it's more in your youth, like in your prime? And if you could do it for a longer time, would you?
If you're a dancer, you do it because you love it. Because if you don't love it, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Because, I mean, there's so much sacrifice. And at the end of the day, you know, it's only going to be like, what, 10, 20 years. And then you could either be a choreographer or a director or a producer or, you know, set your own business, your dance school, be a teacher. There's a lot of things you can do that people, I think at the beginning, don't realize, but there's a lot of things you can do. And it's also exciting because you get to that stage and you're like, okay, I've done all these years of dancing, I've done all these auditions, I've done all the the really tiring work, like I've done that, but there's also all these other things you can look forward to, like all these contacts you've done, all these other projects you can do. And I think obviously when you go into dancing, you know that, so
so you kind of look forward to it and not kind of dread it.
Definitely. Like I can see myself as a businesswoman when I'm older, you know what I mean?
And also, what would you say are the best and worst parts of being a dancer? So
I think the best part is you're just like, honestly, if you're a dancer, I just feel like you're able to do everything. Like you are so hardworking, you learn so fast, I don't know, I just feel like if you're a dancer you can do everything because you're so well trained in every aspect. And I mean you get to do what you love, you know, so this is the most important bit. You get to meet amazing people. And then the worst bit, obviously you get a lot of rejection, so like you need to be very mentally strong. If you're not mentally strong, girl, you're gonna struggle. Like I mean, mentally and physically it's tough. It's really tough. But you just gotta get used to a no and then keep going, carry on.
And also, you mentioned briefly about how your mom put you through like dancing school and stuff. So for the most part, would you say your family are supportive in your dance career, and have they always been?
Oh yeah. That is actually something that I'm very lucky and very grateful for, because I know a lot of girls that they've literally have been fighting with their families about this, and they don't support it, and obviously because they don't support it, they don't help them with, you know, paying for classes or paying for like you know, like dance wear or stuff like that. So it's been really hard for these people. And I mean, in this aspect I've been very lucky because my family have been super supportive. I mean, I said to them at 13, I want to go to England, I want to go and do dance, I want to go to a boarding school where they have like performing arts, and they were like, yeah, sure, I think this is the best for you. So it's been, I'm so grateful for my family, really.
That's good. And also, because obviously you've been dancing for a few years now, so does performing still make you nervous every time, or do you still kind of like more confident now, or do you ever even get like to that stage?
I would say depending on what I'm doing, because I'm not so for example, I'm not so confident on tap or hip hop. So if I'd be going to like a hip hop audition or like something like that, I think I'd be very nervous.
Fair enough.
Because it's not like my comfort zone. But if I'd be going to, for example, more jazz or contemporary audition, I'd be more relaxed and I'd feel, you know, okay, I know what I'm doing. So
that makes sense.
It just depends on what style.
And also, could you just briefly tell us what the dance industry is like? Would you say it's like, for example, competitive, healthy, sometimes toxic? Like, what is it like, if you could just describe the industry?
Well, I mean, I literally just graduated, so I don't have that many experience, you know, out there in the real world. But I mean, so far I've had a great time. I think COVID has also made people more caring.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I've had a great time so far. Like I've been to auditions and people have been very nice.
Yeah.
The choreographers have been very nice. And I mean, I went to a dance college where everyone was so lovely. Like we had a lot of support. So it's been great for me. I know some choreographers and some people that, you know, up there, they might be a bit mean or, you know, like kind of bullies.
Yeah.
But honestly, you just gotta woo, girl.
Yeah. So would you say, like, obviously you have friends that are dancers, would you say for the most part you guys are supportive of one another? Is it ever like competitive? Because obviously you're trying to do the same thing, but is it healthy competition or?
No, definitely. I mean, it really depends with what people you surround with. Like my friends, we're very positive. Like, I'm just saying, if I say any toxic shit, I cut that shit off my life. I'm just saying. Yeah. So far, it's been amazing. My friends are so supportive. My family, honestly.
That's good.
Like, one of my best friends is in the same agent as I am. Like, the same agent, same everything. And we love it. Like, we're together. Oh, have you seen this? Oh, did you get that? Oh, let's do it. Yeah.
That's so good. Yeah.
Definitely.
And also, would you say, is there much time for, like, a life? Like, friendships, relationships? Like, is that easy to balance into your schedule? Like... How do you...
Well, it all depends if you have a job, if you're finding a job in between auditions, like how many classes do you wanna go to, or like can you afford to go to class? Like do you have to work all the time to be able to pay to go to class? Like it really does depend on your financial situation. I mean, I have a lot of friends, they literally work every single day of the week till like 2 o'clock in the morning to be able to pay 3 classes and rent in London a week. So it does really depend on your financial situation, really.
Would you say dance is quite expensive then? The whole like...
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, classes are £10, but then you have to, you know, oh, I have to get shoes. Some shoes are £200.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get this. Oh, I have to do an intensive. Oh, I got to headshots. £300. Like, yeah.
I never realized how expensive it was. I just thought it would be funded by every like
no. Like physio, you get injured, physio, damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's true. And also, like, obviously now that I imagine you're more confident, like in your dance career and yourself. Is there anything you wish, like when you were younger, like as a younger dancer, is there anything you wish you kind of knew beforehand and how it will be, or anything you wish you would have like told yourself? Is there any of those?
Literally go full out. Like just do it, just don't care what people think, because that's gonna get you nowhere. You know. Now I literally go into auditions and I give my best, like even if I look stupid, like make faces, anything, just go for it, because that's what people want to see, really. The passion, the, you know. Yeah,
that makes sense. And what advice would you give to any aspiring dancers, or people who are yet to study it, people who are still thinking about it? Is there anything you would tell them?
I would say that, like, just honestly, just keep going. Like if you really want it, you'll get it. Like if you want it, if you tell yourself every day, like, I want this, and how you're gonna get it, you will. Like, there's, in this industry, there's space for everyone, and honestly, go to classes, make contacts. Contacts are so important. They're so important. Seeing choreographers on the daily, like, it's gonna get you jobs. Contacts.
Would you say it's easy to network in dance, or is it kind of tricky? Because people always talk about networking like it's so easy, but sometimes I don't even know how to approach it. Like, you're just like, hey, like, how do you even...
Honestly, you just go to dance classes and you turn up every week, and then they start seeing you, you ask questions, you go to intensives, you obviously, you know, get out there, like, talk to choreographers, DM people.
Yeah, that makes sense. And also, my final question, what is next for Joana Rosell?
Well... Beach Hollywood! Well, at the moment I'm just doing auditions, so honestly, whatever audition I get, like whatever job I get, I'll go there. At the moment, it's cruise ships. So if I get any of these auditions, like the job, I will be going on cruise ships and dancing there. So I'm traveling the world, which is amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, saving money too.
That's so good. Oh, that's the end of my questions, Joanna.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comment below and Joanna will, answer them. But yeah, guys, bye.
Thank you. Bye.